Hi, welcome to Peoria Ford. I'm Pat Hickey, General Manager, and this is Jim Eagle, head of my preferred finance department. Please ask for Jim if you're interested in lower payments, lower down payments, and a road to financial freedom. Hey, Jim, tell them how it works.
All right, let me show you how this works. Most leases, when people think, oops, we got to get it on, it's best to turn it on. Most people, when they think about leasing, they're thinking 24, they're thinking 36, 39-month leases. These are typical leases. The problem is they're basically rentals. With these, you got to watch out for your miles, you got to watch out for wear and tear. They're done by the factory, everyone's got them. They're about the same payment as a conventional 72-month buy. So they're good and bad, they're okay, but it's not what we're talking about here. I'm going to show you something that's called preferred financing. It's probably, not probably, it is the finest financing on the market today, bar none. We could also call it a lease to own. Now, there's only one bank that does it, U.S. Bank. It's a perk program for the better credit. Okay, we got every bank in the world coming through that front door every day, giving us all the programs that are available to the market, and this is one of the better ones. And it's a lease acting like a buy. Sets up just like a buy, 6 years, acts like a buy. You can do whatever you want to do. You can sell it. You can trade it. You can pay it off. You can refinance it. You can do whatever you want to do. You could be in New York buying a Buick, and all you got to do is call the bank, they'll give you the payoff. So you don't think you're locked into it, because you're not. As long as you buy, sell, trade, do something with it, there are no penalty for miles, and there are no penalty for wear and tear. So when you put that together with the fact that you'd be looking at here, you'd be looking at a buy, let's say we're looking at 645. On this program, you'd be looking at probably 495. So you can see that you're looking at a lot lower payment. That's the main advantage of it. Now, like with anything else, it's got, it sounds too good to be true. You got to look for where the glitch is, I like to call it. But there's two. There's two with this. Number one, and most importantly, and some of you aren't going to like this, you need to have a 700 credit score. I'm sorry, but without the 700 credit score, can't be done. It's a perk program for the better credit. As a matter of fact, they prefer you to have a 760, but we can get it done with the 700. That's number one. Number two, and probably most importantly, is because it sets up on a lease. It's got an option at the end. I'm going to pull this down here to get it out of the way. It has an option at the end. Never go all the way to the end, and I mean never. Go all the way to the end and then say you want to keep it. Because if you exercise that option and you do the math, you just paid too much for the vehicle. Now remember, I said it's a lease acting like a buy. Right here at 3 years is your optimum time to make a move. We start calling you at 2. What we're up to is we want to sell you another vehicle. We don't really, we're not particular about how you buy it, whether it's this or something else, but we want to sell you another one. So we're tracking you, calling you at 2 years. By 3 years, let's say you get there and you say, nope, it's my car, it's the family car, the kids love it, we went to Disneyland in it, we just love it, we're going to keep it forever. Then right here, we're going to switch it over to a regular buy. Everything you've paid in, just like a regular buy, goes towards buying it. As a matter of fact, it's got advantages and it's better than a conventional buy. Your conventional buy, right here, if you've got a 645 payment, when you make your first payment, most likely about $600 of that is going to go to interest and $45 is going to go to principal. So the bank gets all their money up front. Now, if you're on a 72-month in 36 months, you paid mostly interest. That's why some people say, they come in, a lot of people come in and they say, how can I be paying $600 on this car for 3 years and I still owe X number of dollars? Because you paid interest, you gave it to the bank. Now, preferred, on the other hand, at the 475 or 495 payment, preferred is what's called a level buy down, which means that if you could look at the amortization chart and see your first payment, over here you're going to be $50 would go to interest and $450 would go to principal. Consequently, you got a harder, faster buy down on this program. Heck, I've had people do this for that reason alone. Somebody knows they're going to pay it off in 36 months. They do that because they're going to be in better shape on it. So your advantage is great. There also, gap insurance is included. One other thing, we've been doing this program about 9 years. We do about 60 a month. We see about 80% of the, I'm sorry, we do 60 a month. Yeah, we see about 80% of the people we talk to within the first 36 months of doing the program. About 65% of the people end up buying a new car. 35% of the people are switching them over, converting to a conventional loan. I'm not trying to sell you this. I'm just trying to tell you about it so that you can put it in your bag of tricks, so that you can have it in your mind when you're shopping. What I want our people here at Peoria Ford to be doing is to showing you all the options, including this one. And sometimes I'm not around and I don't get to do it. So for that reason, we've made this video so that you can at least see it, you know about it. In many cases, it's the best option because it's absolutely the finest financing on the market today.